So why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? In today's Bible lesson, we will be going over Job chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 2, verse 13. Let's get started. Hi, my name is Brittany, and I am going to be talking to you about Job from the book of Job. And I think this is such a great story, especially during this time of isolation and the world being under quarantine. And so with that, I'm going to just jump right into it and tell you about Job. Job, he was just one of God's favorites. He was blameless, he was upright, and he feared God and shunned evil. Like, this man was just outrageously perfect. Like, okay, not perfect, but he was pretty close. So shortly after being introduced to Job, we find ourselves being brought into a scene where God and the angels and Satan are all in each other's presence. And after God ends up talking to Job, asking, "What are you doing here?" And and then Satan responding, "Well, I've been wandering the earth." And so God decides to kind of bring up Job, asking if Satan's even noticed him and how perfect, and just goes on about how perfect and wonderful and amazing he is. And so Satan decides to be like, well, what does he have to fear? I mean, you've given him everything. You've blessed him and his household with everything that they have. So, if you were to take all that away, he probably wouldn't still be who he is. So God's like, okay, go ahead. Have your way. So Satan starts by taking away his livestock, his servants, and then ends up, causing him to lose his wealth. And then he loses children shortly all in the same night. And yet, Job comes out of it just being phenomenal. Like, yes, he's mourning for the loss of his children, but he stays faithful to God. He is not, charging him with the wrongdoing. He's not cursing God. He's still staying faithful. So when Satan comes back to God the next day, God, tells him, see, he passed. Well, Job's like, well, of course, any man, will give up anything to spare his own life, but what if you were to strike him personally? So God's like, okay, go ahead. Gives him full reign again. So Satan comes back. He strikes Job with the painful sores and all over, it's from head to toe, also known as, I believe, leprosy. Yeah, leprosy. And even after this, and even after his wife even just like, give up already, like, just curse God and die. And Job's like, no, you foolish woman. I mean, you gotta accept, God and everything. Either it's good or bad, which I just love this. Like, when I read it, it stuck out. Like, I think it's my verse of the week. And yet he stayed faithful even after, losing his children, losing, his wealth, getting sick, and even after his wife even sits there and tells him to give up and just die. And so find this just to be an amazing lesson of, God isn't the one doing the testing of us. It's Satan. And the reason is because he wants to get us to turn away from God. And he wants us to, you know, that's his goal, is to turn us all away from God. So of course, he's going to sit there and he's going to test us. He's going to push us, trying to get us to turn from God. But it's important for us to stay faithful, trust God. Because like God told Job, or Satan, go ahead, have your way with Job. But the thing is that he must stay alive. You must not kill him. So therefore, we know that God is watching our back. He does not want us to be tested to the point where we're going to die. And we just need to stay faithful. Just stay faithful is my message for today. Through all of this, just open that book, open the Bible, and just start reading and pray. And just allow this time to give you the ability to set time aside for God. So that's it for today. I'm hoping next week we'll be, no, it's not hoping, we will be covering Job 3 in next week's reading and lesson. So comment below and make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and the link to my Facebook group will be in the notes below. And thank you. May God bless you and have a wonderful week.